Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the eBuilder Update. Today we have three guests from the myPath Training and Employee Development Group, Sue Bouillon, Jesse Garin, and Liz Hopta. Thank you guys for all joining today.
Thanks, Paul. We're really happy to be here for this eBuilder Update.
So to start, from a training perspective, how did you get familiar with the eBuilder system?
So our team, myPath, really got into an in-depth transfer of knowledge with IWMS, Integrated Work Management Systems team. And this was after they had completed their system testing. So they took us through several test projects within the system, ran it through end to end. We really got to know eBuilder by being in it, using it, hands-on in the system. eBuilder is built on a set of processes. And so not only did we learn each particular process, but we also learned how to sequence those processes to take a project from end to end. So after we learned all of that, we were able to document the process, which really takes a lot of detail because we're looking at where people are clicking, what happens when they click, and getting that all documented. So the step-by-step process from a training perspective is what's going to help us write really accurate and standardized training materials.
So how have you been developing the training materials for eBuilder?
As Sue just mentioned, we've been running test projects end-to-end in the system. This has given us a lot of hands-on practice in eBuilder. So as we're developing these trainings, we're doing internal review and external review. External review is done by subject matter experts, or SMEs. SMEs are leaving comments and offering chances for revision to ensure training accuracy. So once we have all of those comments and we do revise, that is when it will be rolled out to end users. We are standardizing the training across the board, so each role will have standardized training that will be completely accurate.
And then after all the materials are complete, what's your next step?
So myPath will be running pilot training sessions, and the purpose of the pilot is to present the training to a select group of users to sort of try out the training materials and also for us to get a sense of the flow of the sessions. We'll get feedback from the users and integrate that feedback before we release the materials and the trainings to a broader audience of eBuilder users.
So it sounds like the training pilot's going to provide a lot of good feedback. How is it going to be rolled out to all the eBuilder users?
So once the training pilot has been completed, all eBuilder users will be invited to training for their specific eBuilder role within the system. It's important to note that their eBuilder role may differ from their Rutgers title because eBuilder roles are based on set permissions for things people are allowed to do in the system. Most of the training will include a web-based component that will act as a prerequisite prior to coming in to an instructor-led session. Materials will also be provided for users for reference to be used as resources if they ever want to go back and learn anything that they learned in instructor-led or web-based training. Additionally, all of these resources can be easily accessed on ipo.rutgers.edu at our training resource library.
So where should people go if they have any questions?
Yes, so there are two teams that can provide help to users once eBuilder is released. There's a system and technical support team, they're IWMS help, and you can see their email on the screen. And then questions relating to training or course materials or maybe locating where the trainings are can be directed to myPath, and the address is on the screen.
Thanks everyone for listening to the eBuilder Update, and stay tuned for more updates in the future.